Well, good day, engineers. Railroad Online. I'm giving this a shot today. I actually played it a little bit already, and it seems pretty good. Just want to see what you guys thought. I haven't got this far, this picture here yet, but anyways, I've got a save game on here. But now, this is an interesting thing. They have single player. Yes, they do. And escape doesn't work for a lot of stuff, so if you press play there, you should hit escape to go back to, but you actually have to hit back on everything. It's a pretty cool game. It's very, very time-intensive, time-killing vampire game. Oh, boy, just to get things right. But anyways, yeah, it is single player, or you can play online. I'm going to host one here, BTM, and I'm going to put a password in. The server won't be up all the time. It's just while we're playing now. And we want to... That's that one. We want to start a new game. So, some really cool train engines in here. Boy, oh boy. I've played this, I don't know how many hours now, but it takes probably a long time to get into something like that. Now, the first map I loaded up here when I first started playing this, it loaded into a winter one. Kind of hoping this is winter again. All right, well, I don't know how you change that, but anyways. That's our little Betsy we start off with, anywho. So, if you hit M, go to the map. We're at the freight depot right now. This is where you sell all your goods, which is actually sort of buried way down there. The thing is, you hit P, it tells you, yeah, we got $2,000. You can knock trees down, but it costs you money. It doesn't cost you money to lay tracks or those buildings or the firewood depot. It does cost you money to buy cars, though. So what we need to do, and we're not going to get right into it today. I'm just going to give you like a little introductory thing. I'm actually playing on my laptop now. When I officially want, if we're going to play this, I want to play it on my PC. But anyways, that's groundwork, so you can do a bunch of different stuff, all the different facilities. Let's have a look at this stuff here. So water tower, sand house. Sand is for... oh, see? Yeah, if you hit escape, it doesn't... Sand is for your train. This is your little sand hopper thing here. It comes down each side, dumps onto that little pipe down onto the track, so you get a bit of traction on the, steel to steel, right? That's not good. So yes, we need to get ourselves... Well, wait a minute. We're not done yet here. Hold on. Wait a sec. So firewood depot. You need firewood, of course, for the running the boiler. Heating the water, boiling the water. You got sheds here too. I haven't actually placed one of them yet. We have different rails, so we can do switches. So you place that down, and then hook it up, and then have your one going that way and one wherever that way. Oh yeah, I did her again. G. So we have switches, rail sections, so you can just start plunking rails. There's curves and radiuses and stuff. You can't drive a train, obviously, on that curve. It'll just go... I don't know why they let you do that. Now, this is super early access, this game, so they'll probably end up changing that. Let's demolish this now. But you can do... pardon me. And this I haven't 100% figured out yet. You place that one, and then you can do... where was it now? It kind of blends in with everything. Curve radius Y and X. So that's a minus. That's a minus. So that'll do a 16-degree curve here. It should, anyways. Now, if we have to hit left Alt. Ooh. See, I'm not really understanding this yet. It's kind of weird. I'm sure they'll... So that, yeah, see how that curved? So that's 16% where it was. Now let's Wait a minute, where's that track going? This is a brand new game, but there's a track in here. It seems to end there and seems to end down here. That's interesting. Okay, so yeah, there's your views. Oh, I did that again. I keep pressing tab. Close that. Let's try the rails. See, I laid a lot of rails already, but I don't generally use this curve thing. So if you start there and you do, let's do a really wicked curve here and see how it looks. You can do them on your own. I don't know how tight I can do this curve here. Yeah, you can do them on your own. 66 degrees, holy smokes. Oh, darn, I didn't hit Alt there. Oh, wow. So you can see how it kind of wants to limit you to... That's too tight. That's way too tight. Oh, there we go. See? Now we're learning. So let's do a really shallow curve. We're just going to mess around with this a bit today. We're not actually probably going to get into too much of the driving part. That's like I want to do it on my... Okay, let's go a little more than that. Okay, I got you. So you just keep... Oh, geez. It's a little finicky. Maybe I'm just not quite doing it right. But... So now we got to... So that... Guess one way goes one way goes the other way. So we actually, to go that way, I think we need a minus. It's very strange. I don't know. Well I'm sure we'll work out eventually here. 22 degrees. Okay, so that should be... So it's sort of doing the curve. Like, I'm keeping my mouse still here. Whenever I plunk this feller down here... No, it doesn't seem to want to plunk down there. Yeah, it's curving though, right? Oop, geez, well that wasn't good. But anyways, yeah, that's curving, so that's good. That's something I'll have to figure out. What else we got in here? So we got rails. Got all these switches, you know, these kind of things, and then you go up to these things, and then you go one way, go the other way. Oh no! Oh my goodness! We got switches. We've got these deck things, so that's kind of cool. You can put that on across a bridge, maybe. Don't think you can curve these yourself, so these would have to go on a straight thing, but yeah, that's kind of cool. What else do we got on rails here? Turntable. So that's kind of cool. You could put that in. Well, let's just demolish that, and we'll put that turntable on the end of this track here, and we'll see if it'll turn. I haven't actually done anything with the turntable yet. Oh yeah, she's turning. So that's cool. I guess I don't know if it'll lock into the next track or... Huh. Well, that's kind of cool too, isn't it? So you could turn your train around if you had to. I haven't actually done anything with those yet. So yeah, turntables, and then these crossover things where you could run You know, like tracks between, like, I haven't used one of these actually yet either, so. The view seems weird there. We get her locked up, and away we go. That's cool. I think that's it for rails. Yeah. And then we got bridges, which I haven't used yet. But bridges are kind of cool. You can Q and E. So you can do gradients, of course, for bridges from one side to the other if you had to. This is a the wooden trestle bridge. So that's a 10% grade. I don't know, that little train probably wouldn't get up there, but let's build this and try it. We'll build track over to this thing maybe just for fun, see if it'll make it up here. Okay, so we got some trees in the way, so we're going to have to log these trees in. Now this is what costs you money. And that little train, I don't think it's going to make it up this. This is a pretty steep grade for that little thing. We'll look at the other trains and cars and stuff you can get in a second here, once you get enough money. But our first ultimate goal, that was cool. First ultimate goal is to get track laid from the freight depot, where we are right now, way over to the sawmill, and then down to the logging camp. So what we got to do is get the car that they give us, go all the way down to the logging camp, and back to the sawmill and dump it at the sawmill. Then you got to upgrade cars once you get to tier 2, because we're only tier 1, level 1 right now. Once you do that, you have to go to the sawmill, get the timbers and the lumber that they've cut, and bring it back to the freight depot to sell it. Now, there's also the refinery, the coal mine, the iron ore mine, so you'd have to take the iron ore down to the smelter, and that's like very brutal country. I was looking up there a little earlier, and it was, wow. So you take that up to, the smelter, and then I guess you could take that down to the iron works, from the smelter to the iron works. Oil field, you'd probably have to pick up oil from somewhere, take it to the refinery to, I don't know. Coal mine would have to probably go to the smelter too. So there's going to be a lot of, I mean, like I was saying, it's a time-killing game. It looks pretty awesome though, I like it. But okay, let's, just for fun today, we'll just see if we can get a train to climb up here. Maybe with the car on too. So let's go and delete all this junk here so it's out of the way. And we'll have to get our train to come around. We'll have to build track. To get up there. How we're going to do that yet, I'm not too sure. Okay, so the train's there. We could technically come way out and do a big curve and then come back. I can't get the train past that. So we're going to have to cut a few trees here out of the way first. I think what we're best to do is do like a spur, and then another spur, and then up the thing there. So we're going to bring it down through here somewhere so we're kind of in line with it. Get a nice full head of steam going. And it's going to knock all these trees down so we got lots of visual. Not sure why it started me in winter again. I like to do the summertime one, but I guess we're not doing that. Okay, let's take a couple more of these down. That's like $5, I think, every time you cut a tree down, so that'll be eating up money quick. Oh no, it's not eating up any money yet. Still got $2,000, okay. So this is where they ended it, so we have to continue from here. So they've done these roadbed things too. We'll get into all this. Groundwork stuff. So you can do the variable grade like this for this kind of stuff that we're on right now, but you can have it incline or decline as well. or constant grade stuff. So this what this stuff is here. So you just kind of, and then you can, I believe, you can edit radiuses with this too, and edit gradient as well with this. So that's what that is, and yeah. So let's. Oop. Oop. Demolish that again. Okay, so what we need to do is make another spur. I think I should be able to delete this here. Oh, no, it's not going to let me. Let's delete in all rails. Yeah, no, so we're going to have to spur off down here. Now, it might not be charging me to take trees down because I'm still in the yard here. Okay, so what we're going to do, let me think about this. We need to get a rail and a switch left. Now, hooking this up here might be almost impossible, so we're going to have to probably go back here quite a piece. Okay, now let's hook up this one, and there's a little chain thingy that comes up, so that'll hook to there. Now we should get the chain thing again. You do have to kind of be there. Okay, so that'll get us to there. A few more trees I should probably lop out of here. That should get us a fair good head of steam up for that. Alright, so what we'll do, that tree there is probably going to be in the way too. Might as well lop it out too, I guess. So we're going to have to come over through that tree so we get a little bit more of a straight shot out of here. But let's put in some constant grade. So what is the variable grade then? Now I'm confused. Variable grade and constant grade. Constant grade seems to be... Well, I don't know now. This is really weird. So this stuff's cool. You can keep stretching it out, keep stretching it out. And we're going to want to start to turn a little bit. And we'll just mush this right into here. We'll see if we can launch the train off the end here. It's going to be awesome. All right, so I'm going to maybe... oh, no. X gradient E. Ooh, wow, that sure changes a lot, doesn't it? It's just not going to be super smooth transition here. That's the problem with this. That might not be... That's not too bad there. Okay, that's good. All right, look at this hill we just put in here. Holy smokes. It's a little bit of a climb, but it didn't transition too well to that other degree we had up there. So, so a 3-foot rail. Start laying this. And see, I just did all that by hand there, so I'm going to have to extend it out that way a little bit too. This actually might not be perfectly lined up here yet. No, I should have gone this way a little more first. Okay, so we're going to have to change this a little bit. wait till we get into about here somewhere. It's going to be a little bit of a drop there, though, I think. Shouldn't make a difference. Now, normally I wouldn't kind of do things this way, but this is a very big trial and error game. Like, major trial and error. I found out some things you put rails in. Yeah, this should work. Yeah, the train doesn't like that. Nope, sorry. See, that's acting kind of weird. There we go. It should be able to do that curve. The cars probably wouldn't, but the train probably should be fine. That should have gone out quite a bit more this way and then up. So it's a lot of trial and error on this game, I'm telling you. Slowly start bringing it over. And I imagine there'll be a lot of things change once they start figuring some bugs out. I haven't really found a whole lot of bugs yet, other than sometimes the trains uncouple themselves mysteriously. That's the end of the line, boys. Oh boy. This is going to be awesome. So while we're walking here, oh, I don't think I can, oh, maybe I can walk. I'll walk over to the train here. While we're walking here, there's different locomotives that you can get. That's the flat car that you start with, one of them. Then you get this one for your logs and your lumber to bring back. Don't know why you can't just add stake pockets to this one, but you can't. So the other one's just for logs or pipes. You can do pipes too. I guess that comes out of the foundry. Then this one is, I haven't gotten into this one yet, cordwood. This is cordwood or oil barrels. So I guess taking oil over. Or cordwood for burning in your engine. I haven't done that yet either. I haven't got that far yet. This would be for your iron ore stuff. And then oil, of course. And then a boxcar for crates and tools. I haven't gone that far either, so that's interesting. And of course, little caboose. Now, this is cool. This little guy here, one of those little pump truck things. It's pretty neat. I don't think that won't make it up the hill. The other train, the little train, probably won't either, honestly. So that's when we start with a little porter. And then there's this one which just carries more wood. I think it's pretty much the same though. Looks a little different, but not much. Yeah, it's got like a little bit longer train. I haven't even got into that yet. It's, you know, it's $3,200 for that thing, so it takes a long time to build up money. Then we get into some major steam. A little bigger, nicer looking. Wish I could toot the thing, but you can't. And this one's cost, this is what I'm trying to get on my other game now, and it's $56.50 for it. I'm on like 3,000, so I got a long way to go yet. Lots of runs back and forth to bring in lumber. And then we got the bigger guy. He's same price. Interestingly enough. Some of the specs are different though. You know, like the weight, 72,000 pounds. This one's 56,000. Sure, it holds more water too. The other one you're constantly filling with water, the little porter. And then we're getting into the nice stuff. Look at the wood you can store on this thing, eh? Wow. Pretty sweet. And a nice deer pusher on the front there. And it's it's actually cheaper, $4,300 for that, but you got to be tier 5 too. Then we'll get into something a little bit bigger again, 4,300. 127,260 pounds, so that's a big machine. That'd go up the hills pretty good. That's tier 3. They're not all in order here, which is kind of weird. That's a nice looking train though. But 2,900, but you still have to be tier 3 for that. I think that's all the engines that they have now, so yeah. But you got more wood car here. You pile lots of wood in there. It's not inside anymore like the other one, which is kind of nice. But yeah, so I'm sure they'll add a lot more stuff once they get going with stuff, that is. All right, so we'll get this guy warmed up here. He should be full of water. Have a little tour of this guy. There's some your water gauge there. It doesn't, I believe, have a sand gauge. That's where you pull your sand on. So I pull this out. It's coming down from down here, and it's dumping. Well, yeah, it's dumping on the tractor. It's kind of hard to see, but there. It's dumping sand on that nice shiny track. So we'll shut that off. It doesn't have a gauge for the sand. This is for your engine cocks, the valves here that blow any, because you can't compress water as well as you can compress steam, right? It doesn't compress too well, so you have to, every once in a while, give that up, and it blows the stuff out of your raw water out. You can't do anything with the gauges. That's your steam pressure gauge. They don't do nothing. That's, of course, your regulator to make it go faster and slower. This is your forwards and reverse and your engine brake. So what we need to do, we already got a little bit of a fire going, but it's at 0 degrees Celsius. It's actually cold right now, so you got to left click, throw a bit of wood in. It's got her at 99%. She's warming up. Okay, I'll let that sit there a minute. Now, they, for some reason, I don't know why, put the car there that way, which is weird, but I'd like to get the engine switched around, I guess, if we could, but I guess it doesn't really matter. So we now need to add a little bit to the track down here. No, we're not going to use that track, but I'll nip that tree out of there anyways. Just a little bit so we can get down here and stop, and then juicer. See how she does. I'm not liking this transition a whole lot here. I don't think she's going to work too well. So we might have to do this again here. It's got to be a little gentler than that. Try to get her back again. See, it's got to be a little bit smoother, right? We even got like a little rise up here now. I don't know how well it's going to like that. It's still a bit too... It's got to come out here almost and then turn, but we'll try that maybe. That might work. Okay. Knock down some trees. So we basically got to do this all the way over to the sawmill. And then all the way down to the logging camp. Starting off here, once you got your rails in... Oh, no, I'm lost. Once you got your rails in, I mean, you're good, but that's a lot of work to getting all that stuff in. Like I say, it's a time killer, this thing. Okay, that should do for slowing down or stopping. Let's hook this guy up here. I wish the sections would just kind of go longer. Okay, that should be good. Let's get back and see. Now we got to change this track, or she'll derail on us. So that way, that's what that means, is it's going to go that way. Or if you have it the other way, it means the track's going to go that way. It might not like that curve still. I don't know. I think, well, oops, I did it again. I think we'll try it. but it might not like that curve. All right. Like to see if I could switch. It doesn't seem to like you to re-rail stuff in the yard here, and I don't really know why. That could be another little thing that they need to work on. Oh, we've got some steam going. Let's see. It's going to let us re-rail it in here. Doesn't look like it. Well, we can re-rail it over here. So I want to have it engine first. So, yeah, that way. Okay. And we'll re-rail this guy behind, I guess, too, just make sure that the brakes on. And yes, the brakes do work on these things. Surprisingly good, actually. Okay, so re-rail, flat car. Then we'll have to hook it back up here again. And the hooking up kind of sucks. Which way is that going? I can't really tell. Yeah, that's the way I want it. Okay. Down you go. Alright, so the hitches are weird. You have to put this little loop out, but if you put a loop out here, they won't hook together. So you only have to put one little loop out. That's just going to gravity roll back there. Ooh, a bit too much brake. Alright, then you put the pins in. Alright, take that off. So you can see there's a bit of bug here, you know, like that looks like it's disconnecting itself. Alright, we've got a full head of steam. Good to go. Now it has an external view too. You have to kind of look at the floor and hit F. VV, go back out, and then you get all these controls here. Isn't that cool? I love it. Now let's see if it's going to go over here without derailing. Something's telling me it's not going to go over this too well. Oh, well, okay. Didn't do too... Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, she derailed. Does not like that curve. Well, the train... That went back on anyways. That's good. Alright, so yeah, this is what the time-killing thing is I was referring to. Is that should be enough room there. I gotta I'll go to the end here, maybe. Getting everything fine-tuned is interesting. Okay, that brakes are on there. Actually, that's probably why that derailed. Just thinking now. Now, is that still on the rails? That still might be on the rails. Yeah. It doesn't matter which side you put the hook on, they'll still latch up. You just don't want to kick them off the end, because then you got to re-rail it again. All right, make sure we got the track. Yeah, we're good. Let's give her here and see if she'll go over that section. Takes a minute to spool her up because it's just a little train. Although in my other game I've had 6 cars on behind here full of lumber, and it does haul it. Any grade though? Not too good. Let's see if it'll go over this little bubble here. It should have gone out quite a bit more first. gonna throw some sand on too. I think that's about full speed. Woo! Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh no, it's running out of juice all of a sudden. Oh, we made her. Well, there you go. The guy even fell out. Well, there's a little video for you for just showing this game, and if you guys are interested, we'll do maybe a series for it. It's going to be a lot of videos, though, I think, because, you know, it's going to eat up time really fast. All of a sudden, we'll be into like a 3-hour video. Oh, my goodness. I can't believe that made that. It just ran out of steam at the top, so you can't do much of an angle with this thing, that's for sure. But anyways, there we go. So, yes, it's a long way over. It's a long way over to the... This is the easy land down through here. When you get up to the smelter and stuff, this is mountains. So, like, I think you got to kind of go up just below the sawmill there and up around that way. It's a long walk, though. So for us to build from the freight depot down to the sawmill will probably take like a video on its own to get it down there, to get the train down to there. And then we got to go down to the logging camp too. We got to pick up logs, take them to the sawmill. Quite a few trips of that. So there'll be some shunting of that back and forth. And then we've got to buy some cars to get the logs from the logging camp to the sawmill, and then from the sawmill back to the freight depot. So that's like the first... That's where I am basically right now. I haven't done anything to any of these other places on my other game yet. That's how long it takes. So anyways, there we go. So let me know what you think. It's a pretty cool game. There's a few bugs here and there, like, you know, like tracks are a little weird and stuff, whatever, but some of the angles are strange too, but we'll have to figure it out. See what we can do. But anyways, that is it for Railroad Online today. So thanks again for watching. Can't believe we wrecked that train. I can't believe it just stalled right at the last. And that was like it. Like, it's got no power, that thing. Pretty much have to be flat land for that thing. But anyways, that's it for today. Thanks again for watching. We'll catch you all later. And you guys have a good day.